Hi everybody, I'm Ryan. Today we're going to look at the top 5 most popular cards in Modern, as in the most played among all of the decks that have put up results on MTG Goldfish. And I want to talk about why each of those cards are the most played cards in the top cards, and in what context these cards are played. Let's do it. So the 5th most popular card is Raghavan, Nimble Pilferer. It is played in 30% of the decks in Modern, with an average of 3.9 played in a deck. I don't know why you would play less than 4, to be totally honest with you. But Raghavan Nimble Pilferer is a legendary creature monkey pirate. It is a 2/1. And when Raghavan deals combat damage to a player, create a treasure token and exile the top card of that player's library. Until end of turn, you may cast that card, and it has dash, which means you can cast a spell for its dash cost, and if you do, it gains haste, and is returned from the battlefield to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. And this card is just amazing. It's probably the best creature in Magic at the moment. 2 power 1 drop, already totally fine, like passes the bar, right? When it attacks, it ramps mana with the treasure, and then also gives you possible card advantage with the card you get to cast off your opponent's deck. And it's a fine top deck in the late game because it has dash. Generally, a lot of matches of Magic are determined by just like a removal spell check. You play a turn on Raghavan, if your opponent doesn't have a removal spell, you're probably winning the game. The 4th most popular card in Modern is Fury. Now, Fury is a 5 mana, 2 red, 3 generic creature, elemental incarnation, 3/3 with double strike. When it enters the battlefield, deals 4 damage divided as you choose among any number of target creatures and or planeswalkers, and you can evoke it by exiling a red card from your hand. Evoke means that you just sacrifice it after it enters the battlefield, so you can play it for free if you exile a red card from your hand, and deal 4 damage divided as you choose and just sacrifice it. It is played in 33% of the decks in Modern, with a average number played of 2.6 per the decks that play it. And as Modern gets more and more and more powerful, these like free spells, pseudo-free spells, are going to become more and more popular. Now, there are some decks that are centered around Fury, like the Elementals deck or Scam, but frankly, Fury is just having a free removal spell, being able to remove something, and then also like push forward the tempo of the board and expand your board state in just like even a fair deck is extremely powerful. Being able to tap out and then still remove your opponent's creatures is just amazing. And that's why Fury is the 4th most popular card in Modern. The 3rd most popular card in Modern is Spell Pierce. It is played in 35% of decks, with an average number of 2.5 per deck. Spell Pierce is a 1 blue mana instant that says counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 2. And really, this, I feel like this is powerful, similar to why Fury is powerful. Being able to stop really big mana, like, or even small mana, frankly, or really important cards just for 1 mana, and just by leaving 1 mana up, and then like Spell Pierce in a Ren and 6, or Spell Pierce in an Indomitable Creativity, or being able to Spell Pierce to protect your own things from their counter spells or their removal spells just for 1 mana is powerful. Even if they can pay 2 to get around it, most games of Modern are pretty much decided by turn 4, 5, maybe 6. And Spell Pierce, in its efficiency, is good at what it does. The 2nd most popular card in Modern is actually a surprising one to me, is Engineered Explosives. It is played in 38% of decks with an average number of 1.9. Engineered Explosives, mana cost is X, is an artifact with Sunburst, which means it enters the battlefield with a number of charge counters equal to each color of mana that was spent to cast it. So if you cast it for a red, white, and blue mana, right, for the X, it'll enter with 3 charge counters. If you cast it with 2 red mana, it'll enter with 1 charge counter. So like, don't do that. And once it's on the battlefield, you may pay 2 mana and sacrifice Engineered Explosives to destroy each non-land permanent with converted mana cost equal to the number of charge counters on Engineered Explosives. And really, this is popular because it's a very good sideboard card, and a good sideboard card that pretty much every deck can play. It's primarily a sideboard card for creativity, because creativity is putting a bunch of tokens onto the battlefield, and they're trying to creativity those tokens. If you play Engineer Explosives, you can play it for just X equals 0, and then just leave 2 mana up, and they can never combo. And I think as the popularity of creativity is growing, people are slapping more Engineer Explosives in their sideboard. Now, don't get me wrong, it's like also a fine board wipe or removal spell for decks that play a lot of 1 and 2 mana creatures. Maybe for some builds of Zoo, but I think they're mostly putting this in their sideboard for creativity, and we'll see if creativity is able to survive the hate. The most popular card in Modern, and this is to nobody's surprise, is Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt is a 1 red instant that deals 3 damage to any target. This is played in literally 50% of all of the decks in Modern, and with an average played of 3.4 per deck. of the decks that actually play it. And Lightning Bolt is the most popular card in Modern because it is so efficient at what it does. It's a reasonable removal spell for early game creatures, and frankly in Modern, most creatures. It can take out Planeswalkers and finish off Planeswalkers, and it can hit the face to finish people off. And all of that for 1 mana. 3 damage is so much damage for 1 mana. It makes sense it's the most popular card. So if you like this video and want to see more top 5 card in format videos, please be sure to like and subscribe. Check me out on social medias. Links are above me and in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.